Hi, welcome to Nasha's Art. This tutorial is going to show you how to make simple paper beads out of recycled bits of paper like wrapping paper, printed paper, or even leaflets that have come through your door that you don't want. For it, you'll need either the cheap option, nail varnish, or more expensive option, archival varnish, glue stick, a little toothpick, scissors, pen or pencil, and a ruler. I'm now going to show you how to measure up your paper to make your paper bead. This paper happens to be A4 size, but this process will work on any size paper. The first step is to measure and make a mark every 2 centimeters on this side of the paper and then on the other side of the paper. This will give you a middle-sized bead that is 2 centimeters wide. I'm now going to do it on this side of the paper as well. Every 2 centimeters. I've marked my 2 centimeters down either side of the paper. The next step is to draw a series of zigzags going across the page using straight lines. I start at the top left-hand corner and I'm going to join the first zig to this dot here. Top of the page on this side to my first dot on this side. There's my zig. Now for my zag. I'm keeping my ruler the same on this side and I'm moving it down to the first dot on this side. There's my zag. I'm going to keep my ruler on this side the same and I'm going to move this side down to the next dot. Keep this side down, move this down to the next dot. And you can see it alternates each time. This side is staying, this side moves down. And you continue this all the way down the page. This is what it looks like when you're finished. And you need to cut along all of these zigzags so that you have lots of strips of triangles. I've also done it on a leaflet. I'm going to be cutting out both. Once you've cut your strips of long, thin triangles, the next stage is to create beads like this. I'm now going to show you how to roll those beads. You'll need your toothpick. You'll need your glue stick and one of your strips. I like to roll it with the colourful side underneath. At the very end of your triangle, place your toothpick on the top of the end and just gently rock backwards and forwards until you can tightly roll the end of the paper over the toothpick. And then continue rolling, and as you go you can push the paper so that it stays in the center as you roll it up. Can you see how I can move it left and right like this? And I can make sure that it's in the middle as I roll. Now I don't want to roll all the way to the end because what I'm going to do now is put a bit of glue along there and then carry on rolling so that it sticks. And after a while and a bit of practice, you get better and better at rolling these beads. Once you've created the beads you like, the next step is to varnish them so that they become waterproof and shiny and long-lasting. For this, you could use the cheap option, which is just normal nail varnish. You could use clear, if you just want the colour of the beads to come through. You could even use coloured nail varnish. I've done this before and it looks gorgeous. Or if you want a more expensive option, you could use something like Archival Liquitex High Gloss Varnish, and that will, you know, last a very long time. So to varnish your beads, you'll need to start by varnishing the outside. And it's easier if you just place them along either a string or a toothpick and gently paste the varnish over it. You'll then need to leave that to dry for a little bit. Of course, it's nail varnish, so it won't take too long. Once it is dry, you can then take the bead off and varnish inside the hole, this side and that side, to make sure that just inside the bead is also waterproof. Once you've varnished all your beads, you can then make whatever lovely jewellery projects you want to with them. The other thing that's quite fun to do is if you want to add colour, you could use Sharpies or you could use acrylic paint and add colour to your beads in sections, stripes, spots, whatever you like, and then varnish on top. I thought I'd show you a cool little trick. If you've got lots of beads to varnish, you can put them onto toothpicks and stick them in something like Oasis for flowers, or even a blob of blue tack or clay so that they can dry suspended like that. I'll show you very quickly how to varnish inside the top of the bead. So all you do is you take the loaded brush of nail varnish and you kind of just stick it down the bead, really. Make sure the bristles go down so that inside the bead is covered with varnish as well. And then you can continue varnishing the outside as you would before. Once you've mastered the shorter 2 centimeter bead, you can always experiment with much longer beads. This length of bead is a 4 centimeter bead, and you can see that compared to the 2 centimeter bead here, it's much longer. And this bead here is actually 7 centimeters long, so you can really have a play around and experiment once you've got this technique mastered. Once you've got your beads made, of course you can do whatever you like with them, but one thing that's quite fun is to make just simple jewellery by getting jewellery making cord or fake leather, even string or thick thread, and just threading them through with a few beads that you have, if you happen to have any, or an old necklace that you've taken apart, and you just basically thread them along however you like. And then you can give it away or wear it. There's of course lots of other complicated, pretty patterns that you can make with these, which I'll do more videos of, but this is to give you a basic idea of how to get started with paper beads. I hope you've loved this tutorial and managed to make something nice, and look out for my other jewelry making tutorials. I've got a really lovely one about how to make paper earrings. They're super lightweight, very pretty, and for once you can wear earrings that match your style and your unique flair. So check out that tutorial, it's really good. Otherwise, if you're just interested in seeing any of my other art, do check out my Instagram page at Nash Henkel Art, or my Facebook page as well at Nash Henkel Art, and you can see some of my other artwork. Thanks so much for watching. do leave a comment in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, please do like and subscribe. Your support is really appreciated by me. Bye bye.